Hey guys, my name is Cure, and I actually have a couple of units here in Tampa. And what I wanted to do was kind of break down why you might want to go with the co-hosting option, or you might not want to go with the co-hosting option. So I've actually been in the business since 2016. I started with my own personal houses. My main house, I had a different business. I had an e-cigarette business, and my e-cigarette business bust, but I was able to get real estate right before my e-cigarette business flopped. But the real estate I had kind of put me behind because I was not able to sustain those properties with the income that I was receiving after I started doing some other stuff. So I decided to put my property on Airbnb back in 2016, and I've actually came a long way since then from scaling up from having houses, then scaling up to leasing apartment complexes. Now we lease multiple apartment complexes and run them like boutique hotels. So here I'm just going to pretty much break down the back end of this business and how we make money, how I make money. So if you could follow my screen here, it says that 17% of my business comes from Airbnb. So Airbnb is really not that much of my business now. And it says here 45% of the business comes from Renters United. Renters United is a channel manager or OTA in a sense, and it's connected to sites like Expedia, TripAdvisor, Orbitz, Trivago, Agoda, a bunch of different sites. And then that's 45%. VRBO, which is a good one too. VRBO was just recently acquired by Expedia. So even though it says about 3% of the business is VRBO. VRBO is kind of making a comeback since it's been bought out by Expedia, as we are seeing a uptick in larger bookings. Once in a while, they might come in, but they're coming in large. Now, a good thing which I want to note is 34% of the business is actually direct bookings. Now, how is 34% of the business direct bookings? I'll give you an example right now. So, one of the spots I have, as you guys know, I have the Old West Studio Lofts. This is one of my first apartment complexes. I got this back in 2018. I just redid it, revamped it, and these are the units that you guys are in question about. Now, if I go to, let's say, Agoda. Agoda is a new site. It's and let's say I just type in Tampa, Florida, a random date. Boom, boom, boom. Let's just type in Tampa, Florida from the 13th to the 15th. Search. We're searching. Follow me. Follow me. Okay, follow the screen. Oh, look. Guess who's first? I'm first on here. Let's click it. So now somebody might see the price here. They might say, oh, I want to get a discount. I want to do something a little cheaper. I want to do something a little longer. And then instead of booking on the site where we both know we got to pay fees and a bunch of different things, they might just Google, okay, Old West Studio Loft. They might just Google it and it might just take you directly to the website and people will call in, and that's how we get 34% of our business direct. Now, let's say you weren't doing co-hosting. Let's say you were on your own. Then you probably would be relying on sites like Airbnb, VRBO, a couple of different other sites out there. But usually these units work well when it's a cluster. And that's some of the benefits that the co-hosting gives. And I just wanted to give that little spill. Now, what kind of bookings could you tend to get? What could you see? Well, if you're interested in a unit, these are the units we have available. I'm sure you guys are working with someone, YouTube. I've actually put a list together online of, if you go to my channel, I actually have the units online that's available. So, for example, I have unit 206. You could see, what it looks like. Boom, boom, boom. Unit 206 is available. I have unit. Um, let's see what else units we have here. Play all. I have. Oh, This is coming soon, actually. So if you actually don't want to get a loft right now with me, that's fine. I actually have these two bedrooms coming. They're 16 units, really 18 units, but there's 16 units that we're allocating towards. We're converting them. Same thing as Old West Boutique Hotel. And in the back, on the ground units, we're going to have hot tubs. That's going to be wild. Now you're saying, oh, how do we know what's going to charge? What's the rent going to be? To be determined. But let me show you let's show you the kind of numbers that we do. So let's look at some of our recent bookings. Now this is recent. I'm recording this on the 14th of January. Happy New Year's, everyone. So let's see a couple of bookings that we get, right? So a couple of units. Let's look at all of my listings as a whole. Boom, all. So what could you expect? All right. So this is a loft. This is somebody's unit 201, and I'll show you what 201 looks like. So actually, let me show you what 201 looks like, and then we could put a visual. So you could have a visual on what something like this would book for, how much you could make, what the possibilities are. So this is a unit that someone is leasing from me at the lofts, and they have two units with me. This is what it looks like. Boom, boom, boom. It's nice, a very beautiful unit. We actually just redid the entire building recently, so we had to upload some new photos. But boom, she has 8 reviews. Everything looks good. She's 154 a night. Now, I'll actually show you the bookings that are coming on the Old West Loft right now. So let me show you. Let's go to multiple calendar. And all right, for her unit. So January 1st, so she had a booking for 274. Then she had another booking for 318. Then she had another booking for 883. Wow, that's a good booking actually. 883. I believe that's one, two, three. Okay, 4 nights. And then she just had a booking for $1,000 roughly. So we're pretty much not even halfway throughout the month yet, and she's doing well. She's doing well. She's at $2,400 for the month. So if we stay on that trend, actually, she shall be at maybe $5,000. Now, there's still some room here for some more bookings to come in. Let's take a look at a different unit, right? So we got some other units here, like my unit 5 is not up. So unit 5, let's see. So their first booking, right? This is a good booking right here. 27 nights for $5,486. Now, this is all from Expedia. We're on Expedia. We're on Google. We're on VRBO. We're on Agoda. We're on Airbnb. We're on our own sites. We're on Hopper. So now, if you want to say, oh, what's the historical numbers? I'm interested in Unit 206. I'm interested in Unit 101. Well, 101 right now, which is also up, that's actually getting someone's paying $945 a week for those units. The difference between the ground floor units, my 101, my 102, my 103, is that those units have private entrances. So they have two entrances. You could come in through the building, or you could come in from the front. So they have private entrances. And all of these units are up for rental arbitrage. Why? Once again, I have the Arena Suites coming, and I want to kind of, have some investors come in, arbitrage some units from me from Old West, while we put together this nice Arena Suites. And if you're doing well with Old West, you could also have multiple units with me at Arena Suites. And Arena Suites will be ready. This is probably about 2.5 months out. If you want the hot tub on it, we could put the hot tub on it. So if I go back to this, so pretty much yes. Now, if you want to say, oh, what is it? What did it do last year? What did it do? Okay, we could go back to this. I'll show you some historical data. So let's go to analytics. Let's look at how the lofts did, and let's say 20. Let's look at 2021 roughly, because 2022, my calendar wasn't too synced roughly. So let's look at actually, you know what? Now I'm saying. Now I'm thinking about it. I was actually running Old West in 2022 of January, February. So we can take a look at February. Boom, February 2022. Okay, revenue by property. So, so these are the numbers. So, like for example, I have my 102, $5,000. That's unit 102. 103, I have actually $5,400. Unit 202, $4,300. We have some. I probably was doing some monthlies. I wasn't letting people sublet from me. So if I have a lot of units, I might do some deals. So here, unit 208, $3,000, 101, $4,100. And these are all units that I have up for arbitrage. So if you're interested in getting a unit, if you're interested in moving forward with me, you actually have my information, you have my group, and I want you to also join my group. I have a new group. It's called um, Airbnb Tampa STR for arbitrage or something like that. I got a couple of different groups actually. Let me see what that group is actually. But I would like you guys to join my group. And yeah, let's go to my group. Let's go to my group. Let's go to groups. And this is a group I just started. I want all of you guys to join. You can write me. It's called Airbnb Tampa Turnkey Short-Term Rentals for Rental Arbitrage. So that's pretty much it, folks. And I'll be concluding this. And if you have any questions, contact me.